Let's talk about Cloud9, the AWS Cloud9. The AWS Cloud9, what is it? We look at how to spin up a new environment, how to create a new environment, and some of the amazing features of the AWS Cloud9. So AWS Cloud9 is an integrated development environment, an IDE that helps you write code, debug your code, and deploy your code, of course. So, you have a rich, powerful IDE on the cloud up for you. And Cloud9 is free. You don't have to pay for Cloud9. You only pay for the compute services that is running the Cloud9 environment. So you only pay for the instances that is powering the IDE and the volume that is powering the IDE. So that's what you pay for. And Cloud9 has this amazing feature that enables you to automatically shut down the instances powering the IDE when you're not using the IDE. So this saves you money as well. So it's not always on. So if you finish writing your code, debugging your code, deploy your code, and you are off from the cloud, so let's say for 30 minutes or 1 hour, you can configure it. Or if you don't even want that, it's all a feature that you can configure here in Cloud9. So let's look at creating a new Cloud9 environment. So from the AWS console, go to the search bar and you can just type Cloud9. And you have the Cloud9 pop up right here. So you can go ahead and click on that, which will bring us to this same home page that we just saw. Yeah, so you can go ahead and click on create environment to create a new environment. I'll give it a name. I just call this demo 26 because today is 26. I just call it demo 2020. I just call it demo 26. Today is 26th of December. I'll say this is a demo. I go ahead and click on next. So you have the option to choose the type of instance you want to power your IDE. So the first option here was perfectly fine, but you can get ahead to choose other options. If you want to host this IDE on an existing EC2, either on premises or one that is already running on the cloud, you have those options. And you have option to choose the instance type. So depending on what you want to do, the kind of software you want to run behind the scene on your IDE. Let's say you want to install things like let's say Kubernetes, maybe using Minikube, for example. You need at least 2 GB of RAM, and you need at least 2 visual CPUs to run such applications or to download such softwares. So depending on the kind of things you want to run on your IDE, go ahead and choose an instance type. I'll just go ahead and stick with the free version, which is a free trial, but you can go ahead and choose the TS More, which I think work perfectly fine for small size web projects. So let's go with that. You also have other options. So in case you're building something for a very high capacity, you can go ahead and choose other instances, and you have options here that you can go ahead and choose. So you have like 8 GB of RAM, 16 and 32. So depending on what you're trying to do, you have a whole lot of options that enable you to do such amazing and powerful things right here. So I'll just stick with the T3. The T3 small, which gives me 2 GB of RAM and 2 virtual CPUs for the instance. And I go ahead and use the recommended platform, but though you can go ahead and use other platform like the Ubuntu server. So these are options that gives you the choice to choose when you want your IDE to shut down the instance, asking your IDE to shut down when you're not using the IDE. So at default is 30 minutes, or you can go ahead and choose other times. So if you want to extend it to 1 hour, 4 hours, or you don't even want it to shut down at all, you can always go ahead and do that. You can go ahead and add your tags. It's important, if you have a lot of resources, always add tags so you can always differentiate them, and you can always programmatically do something with the tags when it's necessary. You can use leave the network settings default, which it creates this instance that has your ID on the default VPC. but you can always go ahead and, you know, create your own new VPC or select a pre-existing new VPC that you created, and, you know, also select a new availability zone via your subnets or create a new one. So I'll just leave these things at default, but you can always do that if you want to. So I'll go ahead and click on next step, and I'll just review. Everything looks fine from my end. So I'll go ahead and click on create environment. So this is going to take like less than a minute to spin up. So this is very fast, and I love it. So behind the scene, what we have here is a new virtual machine for an IDE that we can access from anywhere. So I mean, I can access this from my terminal, sorry, from my tablets. I can access it from, you know, a very light computer that doesn't have so much power, and I can do amazing things with the resources I have here. Cool, we're almost done. Some other amazing features I love about the Cloud9 is the share option. So I can collaborate in real time with someone else using the share option, and I can share my environment with someone else in real time, have a real chat right inside my IDE. That's amazing. So for pair programming, that's an amazing feature. Okay, and we are all up here, and here we go. So you have your terminal right here with you. So I mean, you can go ahead and use the terminal. Let's say I can go ahead and create a new folder. So make directory. I just call this demo 26, and you have that right here. I can even go more far and create a file. So touch demo 26, sorry, 26 slash. I just call this app.py, and I'll just go ahead and open this file. So I'll expand this folder, click on the file, and you have it right here. Let's just go ahead and print a very simple hello world. And I know you may be wondering, so Control S to save. I mean, how am I writing Python immediately? So Python is pre-installed right here, so you can check that with the version Python dash version. Python is pre-installed on this environment, which is awesome. I don't need to install Python. We also have Docker pre-installed. You can check that out as well to work with Docker containers. You also have Node.js pre-installed as well. So this is an amazing, pre-installed software. I mean, and if you work with Node.js a lot, we also have NVM pre-installed here, the Node version manager pre-installed for you. So you don't need to worry about installing all these things. And this IDE supports a whole of languages: Python, Node.js, JavaScript, you know, C++, Ruby. And I mean, you can do a lot of things that you do on your local machine right here. I mean, we have the option of bringing in files from our local machine as well. So if I click on this folder right here, go to file. I mean, you have the option to upload local files. So I mean, I can go ahead and upload local files from my machine, or, you know, bring in a whole new folder, which is awesome. I can also go ahead and download this particular project to my local machine. See that download project? I can always do that. So you have a whole lot of options: save as, you know, everything you have in your local integrated IDE, on your native IDE, you also have it on this cloud-based IDE. You also have the option of starting a new file from a template. You know, I mean, I can start a simple Node.js web server right here. Look at that. I can just go ahead and save this, and I can just go ahead and save it and run it. And here we go. So I mean, server is listening on port 8080. I mean, I can go back to my IDE, and I can call 8080. So localhost 8080, and we have hello from AWS Cloud, which is what we expected to have. So I mean, this is an amazing rich IDE that we have right here. I mean, I'll go ahead and close this. I also go ahead and run our Python app. Just click on the run, or you can always run it from the terminal. I mean, I can cd into demo 26, and I can go ahead and do Python app.py to run the app, and you have the hello world terminal. So that's amazing features that we have here. And you can always change the view, if you want to change this theme to maybe a lighter theme, so you can always do that. So that you can preview what it is, day, night, like that. So whatever you want to do, you can always do it right here. Change your theme, write your code, configure, uh, you know, configure your GitHub or Bitbucket. You also have the AWS Explorer right here, so you can communicate with your resources directly from here. You can also communicate with the resources from your terminal, and that's it. That's it. You can collaborate, which is a nice option. So I mean, if you have invited someone using the share option, you can have a real chat with them right here, and they will be able to see, chat with you, and be able to collaborate, pair programming, have access to your IDE, and do a whole lot of stuff. So this is amazing. You can go ahead and check out other things you can do here. I know we have auto complete as well within variables. I mean, there's a lot of options you can go and configure right here. As you just go ahead and check Cloud9 out. It's amazing. You can change the size and other things you can do. So amazing. If you have a low end hardware, you can go ahead and use Cloud9 to build your software with no stress. It's on the cloud, and like I say, it's free. You only pay for the compute service, and you can always sign up for a free trial, and you can use Cloud9 for free, absolutely free, within the next 12 months. When you sign up for AWS account, you have free trial for 12 months, which is amazing. And other resources you also have for free for the next 12 months. So I mean, that's Cloud9. I mean, that's a snappy overview of Cloud9. So you just go ahead and check it out. You also have source control. I mean, you can connect GitHub and other source control platforms right here, and you'll be able to communicate efficiently from your terminal and other things you plan to do. So this is a full rich IDE that helps you write codes on the go. So I mean, you can access it from your terminal, from your tablet, from your phone as well, and write code, debug code on the go, which is awesome. So I mean, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I mean, if you do, just subscribe, okay, and enjoy your holiday. Bye, guys.